So this is an update video with news and information on where my 79's at and what the plan is with it. There isn't one, I don't know, and this is how it started. Toyota, what's going on? What's going on with the new 70 series? It's been a hectic week. I've settled down a little bit. I've done a bit of research. I don't really like what I've seen or found or heard. There's a lot of talk on social media about what's happening with them. Here's a little bit of info that I can give you that I know through the people that I speak with. I've been in contact with my dealer probably every 6 weeks. We email each other. Up until this week, everything was normal. The truck still had the green light on allocation. But 3 days ago, I got this email. They've decided for me that they were going to give me the new model, the updated version, the model that's coming out from the 1st of November. What we do know is it's got a new GVM of 3510, and that's to avoid ANCAP, and it has TSS. Well, what's ANCAP, you ask? ANCAP Safety is Australasia's leading independent vehicle safety authority, and TSS is Toyota Safety Sense. So information on which part of the truck's going to have the TSS, we can't find. The only information we can find on that site is regarding the Tacoma and the Tundra. They have it. The guesses are that the location of the TSS on the 79s is going to be in your lane assist, your cyclist awareness braking, your lane changing, and your auto collision. Again, nothing I'd ever want in a 4B. Now, Shell and the kids took me up to Port Douglas for my 50th not long ago. We hired a little Toyota with TSS. Now, what the TSS on that vehicle did, it wouldn't let you go over the line in the lane, so it's got sensors. I'm not sure I want that in a 79, but until we physically see a car here after the 1st of November, we do have a problem. Where it's going to hurt the aftermarket mobs is there's a new VTA on this particular update. Now, what VTA means is vehicle type approval. So all the aftermarket mobs are all going to need new approvals. What does that mean? Now, this affects me because this 2022 I thought I was getting vehicle was going straight to Marks, was getting portals put under it. A couple of my friends, their trucks going to ARB, JMac, Superior. You want a portal build pre-rego, you want a GVM upgrade pre-rego, anything pre-rego. We got ARB, TJM, Lovells, Marks 4-wheel drive, Superior, JMacs. What does it mean for these guys? So what that means for your pre-rego stuff is that the aftermarket mobs all need new approval. All the SSMs are going to have to be designed, tested, and applied for again. But what's an SSM? So the SSM is the second stage of manufacture. Now, Rover, the governing body of this organisation that I had to deal with, my white 79 was actually the very first to go through the new system with TJM earlier in the year. That was a little bit of a nightmare in itself, the beginning of the year when my truck got done. My white 79 was actually the vehicle they used for testing at the beginning of the year. And applications are a minimum of 3 months from submission date. And from where we all stand, unless we physically see a truck, there's no submissions because we don't know what they're designing or what they're changing. So the predicament I feel like I'm gonna get myself into, I'm gonna take delivery of the Sandy Taupe one, and then I'm not gonna have portals to put under it. The GVM upgrade side of things, pre-rego, there won't be any options there for a little while. Probably until about March, I'm guessing, when it all sort of clears out. But if my truck comes when it's supposed to, just after Chrissy, there's no way my dealer's gonna let me store it for 3 months unregistered. So what are my options? I did find one. I'm able to do a post-rego portal build because I am in New South Wales. It costs a little bit more, you've got engineering on top, but what about all the pre-rego work I did? I'm hoping with that option that I can retain the rear suspension and airbags, but it's not my forever truck. It wasn't planned to be anyway. I mean, the bar work on the white one isn't bar work that I would have chosen. That front bull bar cost me $50, and then we found some new second-hand brush bars, so that got me out of trouble. I was able to bolt a winch on and test out those 285s. It was a good run, that. Set it up, it's capable enough. Not on the tyres it's sitting on right here, but we have had the 285s on it. We have had it off-road. But all year I've been planning and waiting for this next model, the Sandy Torp one. The other option, option B, is I just set up the white truck as a tourer, like the grey one was, put the superior arms in, put the high clearance plates in the rear, set of 35s. I've got a set of 35s coming in any case on a 17-inch rim, so that I have the option to go either way. Now if I go the way of no portals, so Nick from CarPro found some 17x8s in a neg 55 and a 0. That'll fix the track width. Same way as the grey truck, which didn't really cause me any issues. May not look the best, but it's an option. Reduction gears and the Marks handbrake in the white truck make it a little bit more capable off-road, a little bit more controlled. We do have that big trip at the end of the year. The 35s are going to be needed for that, where we're going. So with the Sandy Torp one, I either hang out and see what happens, or I register it with a Toyota Tray and just try and make some money out of it. Either way, both these options weren't something I've been planning for this last 6-8 months. The amount of emails and phone calls I've made to make sure that it all goes to plan, just been turned upside down, turned on its head. It's not the end of the world, I know, and I am lucky to actually be getting one. You know, a GVM of 3510 from 3300, who knows what they've actually done to the trucks, or just written down a bigger number. But you know what, that's nearly going to be enough of a GVM for 85% of people that own Land Cruisers. If you've got a tear weight of 2700 or 2800, what's going to happen to the aftermarket world if the GVM on these things is enough? What has Toyota done to increase the GVM? Have they physically done better brakes, better suspension? Who knows? We don't know. What we do know is it's different. It's going to be a hell of a lot different for a little while. Shell likes the fact there's going to be a reverse camera under the rearview mirror, but all jokes aside, this is where we stand. And also too, a price increase with that email from my dealer. So hopefully I can let you know how much more these things are going to cost. But until then, we're all in the dark. 1st of November is when they roll them out. So that's when hopefully we see one, we find out what we need to redesign, sort out the paperwork, and move on with all this pre-rego stuff. So thanks for listening. Hope I haven't bored you to death. It's just my little insight into my build, into my truck. So hopefully next video, I'll have a little bit more good news, and I have a plan, because I've got options, but I just haven't chosen one. And as always, thanks for watching.